What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy DC2Cool back again for another video. Today we're talking WWE2K16, which looks really good. It even looks better than 2K15 graphically. It's not leaps and bounds, obviously, but they have put more detail into it. Just like kind of like what they did on PS3 360 generation, or even before that, PS2 generation. Each iteration looks a little bit better than the last iteration. You start to see the smaller differences, the smaller minute details, which go a long way actually. And it's shaping up to be really good. 120 unique playable characters, which is the largest roster ever in the series history. So yeah, it's looking really, really spectacular. And we got some new details via Gamescom. And they have released the Finn Balor and Seth Rollins entrance videos. And I'm going to cover a couple things that are pretty critical and are pretty important to this year's game. So, this is basically actually what they have released officially. My career mode is back. This time it goes a lot further, all the way to you gaining admission to the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm quoting what their statements were. Create a Diva, create a show, create an arena, and create a championship are back in. Which is pretty freaking sweet. I'll take time to go to detail on these two. I'll cover the rest in a minute. Starting with my career. Now, my career, if you played it in 2K15, it was cool to have a new story mode, but it was very lackluster. It was barely voiced over. It mostly came down to tweets through the people you're supposed to fight and everything. A lot of just reading, and it was hardly ever voiced over. And the only time it really actually was voiced over was when Vicky Guerrero, who was the GM of the mode, was talking to you about something, or when you heard one of the color commentators say something. But it was very lackluster. I mean, the guy you had couldn't even talk. When in previous wrestling games, you always picked the voice for your character, and they had actual storylines, you know, where they actually talked the whole season, the whole career mode, you know. And that was like a big step backwards in that regard. So it was very disappointing. And I mean, I understand. Like I told people, this is 2K's. At least 2K15, this was their first official game. 2K14, you know, THQ had already made that game. They pretty much just put their name on it, just acquired the license, and did the marketing. But 2K15 was their first actual attempt. And it was really good. I mean, gameplay-wise, it was better than, you know, all the iterations of THQ throughout the years as far as simulation goes. I mean, it's just not honest truth. I mean, they got little details in there that, you know, THQ had never had in the game, like actual, you know, maneuvering. As I stated before, when you actually are about to do a move with someone, they actually adjust that person to the center of the ring, all the way from the ropes, you know, to actually do something. You know, to actually do a move instead of you doing it right by the ropes, because that's unrealistic. Obviously, they wouldn't do a move like a submission move right by the ropes. They would actually move them to do it. So, you know, you can't hate on 2K15 gameplay wise. If you hating on that, saying it's too slow, or this is, you know, this isn't fast enough for me, or I'm telling you right now, you don't like simulation. You don't like simulation there. I love simulation. I love the way they took 2K15. I love the route it's going. So, I mean, a lot more moves like the Luthez press. Actually, you feel more weight to it now, as you should. It's just, man, they took it in a great direction. So y'all keep hating on that. On to the create modes. Now, Create Divas back, which is huge for people who want to create actual divas. You know, China, Lita, Trish Stratus, so on and so forth. That was a big blow to 2K15. I was happy to see that back. Create shows back, which is sweet. I can actually, you know, create the WCW arena and download it. All the arenas throughout all time, you know, throughout history of the pro wrestling business. You know, TNA, Ring of Honor, so on and so forth. I'm curious to see how many spots they're gonna have for that, because I believe it was 50, 25 or 30 or something like that. 2K14, I forget how many it was. So I'm curious to see how many spots they're gonna have for that, and on the Create a Diva, or even the Create a Superstars in general. I'm curious to see how many spots they're actually going to have for that. Hopefully, it's at least 50 this year around. I'd love to see 100 again, if not more. But with everything they're putting in the game, we're trying to get gameplay first and everything. I hope to at least see 50. And fix it to where, you know, it doesn't take up a spot if you use the characters, you know, or to use a character's alternate costume as a spot. That was nonsense. So if they fix it the way it was in 2K14 and gives about 50, you know, that'd be a nice upgrade. Hopefully we get back to 100, maybe 75, maybe 60. We'll see. I don't know. Create a show. Create a show. I'm assuming that's kind of like how you can create a pay-per-view in the old games, which would be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, create a pay-per-view, you know, Bound for Glory or whatever the case may be, Starrcade. That'd be kind of cool. I was never the biggest, you know, create a show guy personally. I'm more concerned with create a diva, create an arena, create a championship. But I will be definitely, you know, looking into that feature, of course, especially if they do it differently, do it kind of better than what it was before. So we'll see. Create a championship, as I just stated, that's great. I'm hoping we got a lot of options. I mean, I'm not sure how many we're gonna have. But the beauty of this is, with the Create a Championship, if you think about it, this has potential to be really huge because you have the logo import that you have now. So we can actually create the actual authentic TNA representation championship, actual authentic Ring of Honor representation championship with the actual logos imported. So that's actually great. That's actually going to be huge. Especially if you actually take those things online and defend them and actually, you know, make them prestigious. You know, I'm not sure how deep we're gonna go with it. So we'll see. But that's actually has potential to be really big. I always use Create a Championship. Hopefully, got the actual titles and stuff in the game right this time. Because I remember, like, on 2K14, they had like the championship, the name championship. Was it in the call names or something like that? It was something stupid. I was like, what? So yeah, online has been overhauled. That's sweet. Definitely overdue, because online 2K15 was a goddamn joke. Terrible, laggy, matchmaking and background. You couldn't just pick what match you wanted to look for. You know, you had to go by your set recommendations. It was just terrible. I mean, it really was the worst online they've had in years. I mean, it is a disaster online in this game, 2K15. It was bad, dude. So overhaul, that means everything's been changed from ground up. Don't know any details yet. I'm looking forward to hearing details because 2K15's online was bad. So they just get the features like they had 2K14, and maybe some new features like, you know, actual being able to, like I said, defend your creative championships and bring the interests back online, which doesn't make any sense to me why they cut out. That'd be great. 3-man color commentary team. John Bradshaw Layfield, aka JBL, is going to be with King and Cole, which is great. Monday Night Raw, I actually feel like Monday Night Raw now. I'm hoping in the future they actually get Byron Saxton and what's the other young kid's name? I forget his name. People actually color commentate on SmackDown. Hopefully get them all eventually. But I'm happy to see that they actually are bringing those three in. Finally, a 3-man commentary team. Ladder match, handicap match, tornado tag matches are back in. Way overdue again. I'm happy to see those are back. Probably gonna play the same as they always have. I doubt they're gonna have any real big differences, but more options is always a good thing. So that's great. All right, no loading screens between entrances, and you can assault your opponent during the entrance. Way overdue. I wait for so long. No loading screen between the entrances. Finally, next gen is showing its power. Thank God. Finally, that's in the game. And you know, be able to attack your opponent now during the entrance is great, because you haven't seen that since Xbox, the original Xbox, or Raw 2. And you get approved ref and manager artificial intelligence. So yeah, it's looking good. These are just the first details they've announced. I'm looking forward to the game. These are some great new features and features back in, especially they're reworked and retweaked. So that's it for me. Catch you guys later. Tell me what you think. Peace out.